Woke up to temps in the 30s. Actually, the high 20s. And it's in the mid to high 30s right now. It's supposed to get the low 40s. The only good thing today is there ain't no rain like yesterday, because that was nasty cold. We're after some deep largemouth. 2 days ago, we pounded them pretty good. I'm back again today, see if we can pick up on what we left off on and expand on it. So, just gonna throw some heavy jigs, mix between that 3/4 ounce Uoze jig with a Spark Shad and an AT jig with a Spark Shad. And the biggest difference is that AT's got a thicker weed guard. When I'm fishing the woodier areas out in this deep 20 to 24 foot water, that thicker weed guard saves me a bunch of jigs. So I like to mix up between those two. Let's get out there and see what happens. Water temp hasn't changed much today from 2 days ago. It's 53 degrees, 52.8. It was 53.5, so no drastic change there.
Fishing deep water like this takes a lot of patience. Even when you're using 3/4 ounce jigs, it takes a long time for your bait to fall to the bottom. A lot of times those fish will hit it right before it hits the bottom because they can sense it falling through the water column. This is the fish's natural environment. They know when something's coming through their home waters.
Oh man, slow drag. That fish just hammered it when I came across those rocks. Oh. That's what we're looking for right there. Got that AT jig and Spark Shad down in his mouth. Solid fish. Took a while, but it's worth it. $4.43.
Having spot lock has to be one of the biggest advantages that's come along. When you can fight a fish, re-rig, stand back up, go to the front of the boat and get ready to cast, and you're still sitting in the same spot, makes it super easy to just keep hammering on that key structure that the depth finder is showing you.
I don't know what happened there. When I said it, felt like it was about a 2-inch sunfish. I don't know if I was stuck around a branch or... Hard to tell how big it was. That's a nice one. There's 2 good fish and a half a dozen casts.
One of my favorite ways to keep track of my fish during the day is using this Rapala scale, and it keeps your 8 biggest fish And it gives you a really easy way to look at the tally and push yourself. Even if you're not fishing a tournament, this is a great way to motivate yourself to see how many big fish you can catch in a day.
485. Nice fish on a cold day.
Before every cast, I'm taking those few seconds to look at my graphs and make sure I'm putting it right where I want it to go. No wasted time, no wasted casts, 100% efficiency. When you get hung up, so often it draws fish's attention to all that commotion going on down there. And here's a perfect example. I'm just trying to get it ripped out of the tree or the rock that I'm stuck on down there. Start pulling, and look at that.
Now stuck in a stump. I was trying to lift up to break my line. Now the fish must have been pinned on it. He didn't hit it after it came off of it. Oh. Oh. That was a bonus fish there. Pinned on the bottom of the mouth. Add them to our running total. Oh, every fish today is just a bonus. It's not nice, it's freezing. Wind keeps getting stronger. It is cold. 385.
After I make this cast, that wind wants to put a bow in your line. So you can see how you keep that rod tip low and kind of get your line to snap down and stick to the water. That way it'll fall straight to the bottom and not have that big bow built into it. In this cold water, it's a slow, tedious time out there. You don't want to be wasting casts on spots where there are no fish. So you have that 360 showing you all that key cover and the spot lock holding you there. You can put every single cast on that key cover and structure, and the odds are so heavy in your favor of being around fish and being around big fish. So you can afford to work it slow, take your time, and extract all the fish off an area. I'm dragging that jig in along the bottom really slow, and I'm constantly looking at the info on my 3 graphs, looking for signs of movement, signs of anything to show me that their fish are down there.
Oh, I'd seen that fish swimming back and forth in front of the boat. Oh. Oh, it's a big one. Oh. That's what I'm talking about right there. That makes those frozen numb fingers feel a little better. Oh yeah. Mouthful of Spark Shad and AT jig right there. The 360 showed me the rocks and a little strip with a piece of wood laying there. I could line that cast up That fish saw the jig and he took it. That's a good fish right there. $5.25. Oh yeah. That's an awesome fish.
I used to hate fishing out deep because I felt like I was wasting my time not knowing where my casts were at. And to have the electronics we do now, it is so important to grasp that, use them, learn them, benefit from them. There is no point in bashing the guys that are running them, saying that you don't need this stuff, or saying you can just go bang the bank and catch fish. Because you know what? You can. But I can sit out deep now and I can pick apart the cover better with my electronics than I can up shallow not having anything. Because I can see the bottom like there's no water in the lake. And that makes it so easy to be efficient and to be out there not feeling like you're wasting your time.
It's all tangled up in the wood. They are making me work for them today. Oofta. This 3/4 ounce AT jig and Spark Shad is getting crushed on. Four pounds, almost 2 ounces.
When your hands are cold and you have a stiff, cold breeze right in your face for a long time, it is so beneficial when you can just stand on the front deck, look at your graph, and focus solely on working your lure back to the boat, not worrying about keeping your boat in the right spot.
Oh. Oh, shit. I couldn't tell how big it was. He was coming straight up at the boat and I was trying to get the spot lock back on. What a bonus fish that is. Even if he is crapping all over my freshly clean carpet. This might be another 5 pounder.